In the annals of philosophy, few thinkers have delved as deeply into the complexities of human relationships as Søren Kierkegaard, the Danish philosopher often regarded as the first existentialist. His profound insights into love, faith, and the human condition continue to resonate with readers and scholars alike, centuries after his death. Among his many contemplations, Kierkegaard's reflections on the challenges faced by deep thinkers in matters of the heart stand out as particularly poignant and thought-provoking. Kierkegaard posited that the very nature of deep thinking creates an inherent barrier to romantic love, a concept that may seem counterintuitive at first glance. After all, one might assume that intellectual depth would be an attractive quality in a potential partner. However, Kierkegaard's argument delves into the fundamental incompatibility between the reflective nature of philosophical thought and the spontaneous, immediate experience of romantic love. At the core of Kierkegaard's perspective lies the notion that deep thinkers are perpetually engaged in a process of reflection and analysis. This constant introspection and examination of the world around them creates a distance between the thinker and their immediate experiences. In the realm of love, this distance can be particularly problematic. While others might fall headlong into the throes of passion, the deep thinker finds themselves caught in a cycle of contemplation, dissecting their emotions and the nature of love itself. This analytical approach to love, Kierkegaard argued, fundamentally alters the experience. Instead of being fully present in the moment, embracing the raw emotions and sensations of falling in love, the deep thinker observes these feelings from a remove. They become spectators to their own emotional lives, unable to fully immerse themselves in the immediacy of romantic experience. This detachment, while intellectually stimulating, can be emotionally stifling. Moreover, Kierkegaard suggested that the deep thinker's tendency to question and analyze everything extends to their potential romantic partners. In their quest for understanding, they may subject their loved ones to intense scrutiny, dissecting their words, actions, and motivations. This constant examination can be exhausting for a partner, who may feel as though they are perpetually under a microscope, their every move subject to philosophical interpretation. The philosopher also pointed out that deep thinkers often grapple with existential questions that can cast a shadow over romantic relationships. Concerns about the meaning of life, the nature of existence, and the inevitability of death are not typically conducive to the light-hearted, joyful experiences often associated with falling in love. While these profound questions are undoubtedly important, they can create a sense of heaviness or melancholy that may be off-putting to potential romantic partners seeking more carefree companionship. Furthermore, Kierkegaard explored the concept of infinite resignation, a state in which an individual relinquishes their attachment to worldly desires and outcomes. For the deep thinker, this resignation can extend to romantic love. In their philosophical explorations, they may come to view love as ultimately fleeting or illusory, a perspective that can make it difficult to fully commit to a romantic relationship. This detachment, while potentially liberating from a philosophical standpoint, can be deeply unsatisfying for a partner seeking emotional connection and commitment. The deep thinker's preoccupation with abstract concepts and ideas can also create practical challenges in romantic relationships. While lost in thought or engaged in intellectual pursuits, they may neglect the more mundane aspects of partnership, the day-to-day interactions, shared experiences, and small gestures that often form the foundation of lasting romantic bonds. This disconnect between the world of ideas and the practical realities of relationships can lead to frustration and misunderstanding. Kierkegaard's observations on this matter were not merely theoretical, they were deeply personal. His own experiences in love, particularly his broken engagement to Regine Olsen, informed his philosophical writings on the subject. The pain of this separation, which Kierkegaard believed was necessary for his philosophical and religious calling, underscored the tension between deep thinking and romantic love in his own life. However, it is important to note that Kierkegaard's perspective on this matter was not entirely pessimistic. While he recognized the challenges faced by deep thinkers in romantic relationships, he also believed in the transformative power of love. For Kierkegaard, true love required a leap of faith, a willingness to embrace the unknown and the irrational, to move beyond the limitations of reason and analysis. This concept of the leap of faith offers a potential resolution to the dilemma faced by deep thinkers in love. It suggests that to truly experience love, one must be willing to set aside their analytical tendencies and embrace the immediacy of emotional experience. This does not mean abandoning one's intellectual pursuits entirely, but rather finding a balance between reflection and engagement, between thought and feeling. In conclusion, Kierkegaard's insights into the challenges faced by deep thinkers in matters of the heart offer a nuanced and complex view of the relationship between intellect and emotion. While his observations highlight the potential incompatibilities between deep thinking and romantic love, they also point towards the possibility of transcendence through faith and commitment. For those who identify as deep thinkers, Kierkegaard's philosophy serves as both a warning and an invitation, a call to recognize the potential pitfalls of over-analysis in romantic relationships, while also encouraging a leap into the unknown realms of love and emotional connection. In navigating this delicate balance, deep thinkers may find a way to reconcile their intellectual pursuits with the profound human need for love and companionship. Ultimately, Kierkegaard's reflections on this subject continue to resonate in our modern world, where the tension between intellect and emotion, between analysis and experience, remains a central aspect of the human condition. His work invites us to consider not only the challenges of love for deep thinkers, but also the broader question of how to live authentically and fully in a world that often seems at odds with our deepest reflections and desires.